Yeah, and you're still alive. I mean, the world doesn't end. Encourage each other to keep going, because that's the only answer. Nobody has the answer. We all have to live our own lives. We all have. It's going to be different for every one of us on how we succeed. The only thing that's common is that you have to keep at it. There's no shortcut. There's no magic things. The only thing we do is give you. Can't start with Google, and even myself now. I mean, I was frustrated years. I couldn't. First day here. Oh, wonderful. I hope it's not you that. Okay. See the link above. Tammy, did you put in the report about the Meta grant report? Let's Go Meta grant report. Sitonia, download that Meta grant report and download. See the link above that Tammy put in for the 500 mini grants for your state. There's the Let's Go Meta grant reports. Now you also want the mini grant report, okay? And that's important to do. You download for that state. Now, see, the thing what you have to realize too, you're not sure where is the best place for you to get a grant. Neither am I, okay? Neither is anyone else, because it's so individual. It's sort of like you getting a date. Sure, I want this kind of whatever and whatever, but you have to work that out yourself, and that takes having dates with a couple of stupid people before you figure it out. And there's no shortcut. It's a shortcut compared to what you're going to do if you didn't use us, which is go to Google, and you'll never get out of there alive. So here, we'll take care of you. You keep going, and we keep refining, because you have to get input on what's out there that could really help you, instead of just believing headlines that people tell you on Google. It hurts my heart, because I know we could help you so much better. If you go download that report on the 500 mini grants, and in for getting help with your debt and things like that. We're all in debt. That's going up again. Make an appointment right there. It says right on the top, how to make an appointment with a free financial counselor. And it is there for you to and sit down and get a handle on what you do. Because people, when we carry around debt, we also carry around mental health problems, because that weighs on our psyche, and it's like having a cancerous thing inside our body. And if you're worried about something, that does something to the rest of your body that creates things that are not, your body should not be doing for a long period of time. The body is capable of handling a lot of shocks, but if it's something that you're going to do for a long time, it's not going to work. If you want to get out of debt and solve that problem of not paying your bills, here's what you want to do. There's two things. You download the 500 mini grant report. Item number 3 on the Meta grant reports takes that stuff, and it shows you step by step on what to do. The first step is to make an appointment with the free financial counselors. And anybody can do this, even if you're watching this somewhere else and you're not a member. You can go to HUD.gov/counseling. You go there, okay, and you make an appointment with a local free financial counselor. Okay, if I typoed or something, then you could use Google. If you know exactly what you're looking for, then you can do. If you're just looking for help, you can't use Google. You make an appointment. Now, they'll be able to help you get the wolves off the door, make deals with the people you owe money to. They'll take that for you, because see, these are negotiable. Your debt is negotiable, but you and I don't know how to do it. These people know how to do it. Or if you Google, they'll promise you to do that, and they'll take money from you, because they have to. Because they have to pay Google to be able to find you. But if you do these people, they don't do that. They don't charge you money. And that's what you do. Now you want to look for grants for living expenses. In the Let's Go Meta grant report, it takes you through the steps on where to get that money to pay for living expenses. Remember, you're going to have to make more than just one phone call to probably find this. You may get lucky, and there'll be one website and one phone call and get it. But most likely that will not happen. So you have to prepare for that. So if you want to solve the problem, you have to be prepared to want to solve the problem. You have to want to do it. Make an appointment, free housing counselor, where you absolutely, Tammy's right there. Then if you're not a member, you can also go to findhelp.org. that's a step-by-step. If you're not a member, you could also find a lot of that stuff by going to findhelp.org. You look for rents if you're a renter, and you find the nonprofit organizations that help people pay your rent. That's what they do. That's all they do. And even if they don't do it for you because you're not old enough, you're not this, you're not that, they have some requirements. And if you don't meet them, you still talk to them. Why? Because they could show you other organizations that may help you. See, they're in the best position in anybody in the world to help you find the right office. Not me. I could guide you to these people. They're the best ones because they help people like you every day. They're going to run into information, of course, and everybody's not perfect. That's why when you go and find a list of people who help you with rent, there'll be 50, 70 organizations there. So you could call every one of them until you get a winner. That's what it is. And it's having that perseverance, making sure you're going to try that thing. And if you get pissed off, then stop, whatever, see how other people did it. And we have a lot of we don't have as many testimonials here. A lot of our testimonials is over on the Facebook page. And if you go on the Facebook page and you look at the groups, we got 4 or 5 groups of just people testimonials and they're wonderful. There's about 500 of them of how average people like Tammy get this. She's got over $200,000. It's just incredible. And it's there for the average person if you learn the system a little bit. You know, you just can't jump in a car and turn the ignition on and drive down the street, right? So it's going to take a little bit to learn a little bit more about it. And it keeps changing anyway. And I know it may be difficult, but your option is worse. Your option to doing that is praying that something will pop out of Google, which it never will, or praying that your bad times will go away, which it won't. You got to do it yourself. You think you'll vote for the next guy who's going to solve all your problems? No, we have to really do it ourselves. And that's the important thing. Hi, David. Are you in Miami? Yeah. I don't know why you're named Diaz. That I was doing some work with you. Oh, I'm in Colorado. Okay. There was a guy named in Miami. I found it. Helped them by finding a program down there. Grants for mom and pop businesses. That's what it's called. That's the city of Miami has that, and that's a fun thing to know. Well, guys, I'm babysitting here for 2 days. I'll try to come in at another time and do some. I got to figure out my YouTube too and get that doing. But remember, make sure you get a copy of the LESCO Meta Grant Report. Make sure you get a copy of your state 500 mini grants for your state. Make sure you apply to all our personal grants that we give for members, okay? And that's important. We just had the free laptops where we give away 25 free laptops. January 4th, we're giving out $40,000. So you want to apply for that. And it's very simple. You just tell us what you need $1,000 for. Bing, there it is. Tammy's there. She's so helpful and so giving. And that's it. We have our hearts to give to other people. And that feels so wonderful when you do that. And the older I get, the more I want to do just that. Boy, it's much more satisfying than anything else. We're out there we live in a society that wants money for everything, and we need it because we have to provide for ourselves. But if you open your heart to get more good stuff for your heart, because that will grow, and I think will solve a lot of mental problems and other problems, because I think a lot of physical problems come from what our mind is doing that can create disruption internally and make the body do funny things and create all kind of diseases we never even heard about. So open up your heart, and I'll do it too as much as I can every day. Thank you for helping other people and being here, because you being here and showing me that it's something I know is valuable is the best gift in the world. And I thank you so much for that.